My name is Lloyd Boucher from HR Surgery. We're an outsourced HR business partner. The vision we had for the company was to provide expertise to small and medium-sized businesses that otherwise wouldn't be able to justify having that as an in-house department. I mean, our sweet spot is essentially companies with between 5 and 20 employees. Our largest client they have about 90 employees. And we provide a very personal and responsive service. We have 3 parts to the company. People management, which is the sort of day-to-day operational management supporting companies with complex issues that might arise. We also provide a recruitment and onboarding service. And finally, we do learning and development, so basically addressing the skills gaps and basically empowering employees to be able to thrive in their respective role. I run the business with my wife Liz, and we have a great team of HR qualified and experienced consultants that deliver the work day to day. So we are essentially a confidential sounding board for founders and management teams, and depending on what they need, we have a wider range within our HR toolkit to be able to help them. We have to feel that ultimately we can make a difference to that company. Part of our process, when we first go in, we do an initial free of charge consultation where we sit down with the business owners, find out what their HR challenges are, and we have an honest conversation about what we can do, what we can't do, and whether or not the chemistry is there between us and the client. And that's also very important because we're going to go through some difficult situations together, and I think it's important if you have that strength of that relationship between us as an HR consultant and the client, that strength of that relationship ultimately will deliver the goods. We're an in-house recruiter. So what I mean by that is that if a company is overwhelmed with their own day-to-day operational issues but need to get certain roles filled quickly, they come to us and they ask us, they give us a brief and on the roles. We then find out what the values of that company are, whom would be a good fit, not just in terms of their skill set, but also personality. Our goal ultimately is to have 80% of the people in the right seats. And sometimes we can see that some roles don't play to people's strengths. But also, is the vision of the management team actually getting through to the line managers and to their respective teams that report into them? We have a business partner who specialises in employee benefits, so all of the non-wage items also are very important to employees and can really motivate and make sure that they're retained in the business. So all of those, for everything from private healthcare to whether it's gym membership, being able to have access to get a cycle to work scheme. So all of those items are really important. And I think really it's almost looking at the company. You might think that a company it looks like a pyramid with the C-suite, if you like, the board of directors basically issuing their commands down. But in fact, it's the other way. The way you should look at it is actually the employees are your ambassadors, and they actually are the ones that are in the front line.